It was like a stampede, like in Jumanji. That was gonna be us. We're just charging in. Called Animazement. Welcome everyone, or welcome back to my channel. If it's your, oh wait, I think I reversed that. I need to say, start this. Let me start again. Welcome back everyone, or welcome to my channel if it's your first time. It's Ivan. Ivan Patch is the artist name. My voice is a little, I don't know, scratchy, dry, whatever. I'm recording this right after another show, after a convention I just did. I lost my voice. It's returning today, but I don't have time to wait to record this intro to this vlog. I am going to another show 2 days after I got home from my previous show. I was in a show in Miami. If you saw my last vlog, it was Otaku Fest. I will be going to North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina, with my friend to a show called Animazement. I never been, she's never been, but she's letting me come with her, and I apologize for not being more presentable. But sometimes I'm at home working hard. I don't feel like I need to be super presentable sometimes. That's kind of the mode or the mindset I'm in right now. So I apologize for that. Even though some of you probably weren't even thinking it, but well, someone was honking their horn at someone outside. All right, well, we're going to continue for, I doubt this vlog is going to be a long one. I have some things I have to do, but overall, again, it's not my table. I'm just going with her. Just want to have a good time, hang out. The drive is going to be a long drive. She's in Jacksonville. I'm in Orlando, so I got to drive to her first, and then we'll be driving together to North Carolina. So, yeah. I don't have much else to say about this intro besides I hope you all enjoy. I will not have my new prints that I wanted to make or wanted to have for Miami that I didn't get a chance to make, and I definitely didn't have time to make it before this show. I had a windbreaker print and I was so excited for, but it's fine. I'll make do. I'll have it at another show eventually. So yeah, just wanted to record this and maybe show you a little bit of what I'm going to be doing before I have to head out. Just finished printing some of these prints. I thought I printed more, so I needed to print a couple extra to get them to like the limit or the number size I like to have them at. Usually I like to bring at least more than 10 prints, 10 copies of a print. So I miscounted the other day, so I had to print more. So yeah, Robin and Thorfinn. So yeah, just gotta replenish a couple more. Give my printer a break. I could tell it needs a break. It's evening time, and from when I last recorded, I got some stuff done. Was packing up some prints, printing some prints out. My voice is slightly returning, which is necessary because I'm about to record an episode with my friends on their podcast. I will share it down at the bottom here. They've been in my vlogs before. I've actually shown them before. This is in the way. Hold on. I did rearrange my table setup, which is why the camera's facing like a different part of the room and why my shelves behind me are part of the backdrop. I don't normally put my table this way because it's kind of awkward in the room. There's no real flow. But for the sake of their recording, because they put some of their recording on YouTube and on their Patreon and TikTok, I don't like the display that they see for the podcast, like that's usually behind me. It's just a blank wall or the door to the room, which I don't love. I know sometimes I record it on here and that's what you guys see, but I also show you a lot more when I'm recording around the room and things like that. They don't get to see that, so I wanted to rearrange. So yeah, I do have to change a little bit because I have the mat cutter here or the paper cutter there. Like this is a weird thing to see in the video. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing a little bit of that. And then I'll go back to replenishing my prints. I did do a bunch of that already. And I had to reprint some of my Boji stickers from my new Ranking of Kings print that I made. I had to replenish some of these. I have a couple orders of this sticker and a couple other prints that I got to send out also. So I got to do all that stuff before I head out to Jacksonville to meet up with my friends, and then we'll drive together to Raleigh, North Carolina for Animazement. So yeah, I'm just giving you a heads up what's going on. So it's kind of a frantic day. Like I said, I got back from a con a little bit ago, only a day ago, and I have to go back out. So something has to get done. So enjoy if this is enjoyable, I hope. All right, guys, I feel really awful. I didn't get to record when I left to go to Tilla Lane's house so we could drive together. And I didn't record really any of that. But we are here in North Carolina, in Raleigh. Ready, we're at the hotel, ready for setup tomorrow at Animazement. I didn't tell you earlier, but that's actually the con we're going to, the Animazement here in Raleigh, North Carolina. So the drive was pretty long. The car is stuffed, and it was a tight fit, but we made it work. So it is late. I'm gonna go get some sleep, and I look exhausted. I feel like in this shot. Oh God! But either way, I'm gonna get some sleep, and you'll be seeing more tomorrow. So yeah, it's day of setup, and we have time to kill. And these two drag me to Bass Pro Shop. Because apparently it's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
So we're, even though I've been here before, but it's been a while. So we're exploring. Yeah. Ooh, I saw noodles. That's what I like.
This
We're here at the con, ready to set up Matt Lane's table. There's no open spots yet. We'll find out. But I'll show you a little bit of how the hall looks. Empty. It's quite empty in here. I mean, except for the people here who are setting up. But I'll show you that in a second. We are kind of in the back, but we're near the bathrooms, so that's convenient. Bathrooms are, to be near them is always like a plus, but we are kind of in the back. So we're done for the day. This is her stuff, her setup. If you look closely, if you look really close, my stuff's right there. We put it back there, and then I have a little nook, right there, and then the stickers right there. It's our little nook of my stuff. It's a bad shot. I should have just flipped the camera around. And then on this side, I have a little wall. I'm gonna show you the nook. Hold on. So here's the little nook. Roger's above. You enter. There you go. Ah. My nook for the weekend. We are all the way over there. Friday morning. No, it's Friday morning. We're walking to the convention center. figured out some parking stuff. We were gonna park here, but it's way too expensive because the convention center is right there. Sorry, focus on my hand, right there. So we're just kind of walking the streets. Now it's more full with all the artists set up. Most of them anyway. And we're still right there somewhere. So I forgot to record when we started today. It's Friday, 2 o'clock. Sitting here while the lane goes get some food. It's been pretty good so far. I didn't get a table. It is what it is. But some people are buying my Roger stickers and I bought a couple prints. So I'll be checking in later to show you guys. But so far it's been cool. The vibes are nice. Everyone's been very, very sweet. But it's Friday, so you can't expect the most sales. So yeah, just checking in with you all and apologizing for not recording earlier. There is this Final Fantasy VII print that is across the table with the sword, with Cloud's sword in the ground, but it's like in the church in that iconic scene in Midgar, which they also use the church in Advent Children. But yeah, I keep looking at that print and I'm like, oh God, I want to get it, but I need to earn money first. Hello.
I want to get the Boba Inosuke.
Inosuke?
He's right here.
What did you hone in on it?
I was like, I need him.
I thought that's the one you were going for.
Oh yeah. All right. I love your art style.
So
it's so like cute.
It's actually my friend's.
Okay.
So she just went to go get lunch.
Okay.
So, or whatever. Yeah. So like I'm just watching for her, whereas mine is the stuff that's in the back.
Okay.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't see it.
Whoa, yours is really cool too.
Thank you.
Why is it hidden all the way back there?
Well, because technically it's her table and I'm helping her out, so we just thought like, we put some up, but
Gotcha.
and it'd be
Just tapping.
yeah.
Sometimes that works. Sometimes it just...
I know it's super weird with that. And do you want a receipt?
No.
No. Okay. And then there you go.
Thank
Do
you.
you have a card?
It's okay. So I ran out of cards, so I had to print this like stupid little paper thing. If you look right on the other side of this little blue thing, you'll see it.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Thank you.
Yeah. So that's mine. Yeah.
Thank you.
But yeah. I forgot to point this out, but earlier today, someone came up and told us they watch our videos, and then they gave us this cool ribbon, this black one.
Yeah.
It's freaking bats. I love Halloween, which I do love Halloween.
I watch your videos.
Oh, there's someone right now. Hold on.
I started artistalley recently, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I love your art. It's so cute.
Yay, thank you so much for watching.
Oh, I lost my group.
Oh, don't worry about it. Thank you so much.
So there you go. Someone watches her videos. See, it's been happening all day.
Thank you, guys.
I was over here. Oh, 100%. I don't even Easter egg.
Evander decides to be stupid when we're trying to get food. Who, me?
Me? Just want my back crack.
Stop. Saturday, it's day 2. It's noisy because of traffic, but I like to record outside. I don't know why I do that. And I don't know if it's just me, but I love when the weather's gorgeous. I'm like such a weather junkie. And it is beautiful right now. I don't have to bring my jacket, so I feel good. So we'll see how today goes. We might rotate a couple of things, but overall, it's gonna be how it is. But I want to make some money, even though it's not my table, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna show you some more as we go on. I'll probably explore a little bit. But so far, it's been a nice experience. Next to us is this gentleman, and his art is so awesome. I just keep like wanting to come over and look at it. So I wanted to show it off. And I will put his handle at the bottom when I can find what it is. So we put some more prints on the side here. And then we changed the way these were up here. So we put like a little shelf, and then we put my dandan on there. So we have a couple of things out, easier to see. I know the backdrop is hard to see a little bit, but there's no other way to put it. When we came into this building, there was a line of artists and other people and vendors and whatnot. When they let us in, I don't know why, but the regular attendees thought they can come in too, and they all started charging in. It was like a stampede, like in Jumanji, or like in Lion King when the wildebeest killed Mufasa. That was gonna be us. They were just charging in. I almost got pushed down the escalator. Now I'm exaggerating, but they were come charging in, and it's like, well, it's not your time yet. It's our time. Let us set up or whatever. Just pointing that out. I think people need to calm down a little bit sometimes. I mean, hot take, but you know, we're all gonna get in, and it's gonna be cool. Collision.
I was waiting for it.
No, I'm not gonna collide into you. I'm just recording the con, guys, so you can see the emptiness. I love your Frieren shirt. It's cute. I love it.
It's over of like what I'm into right now.
Yeah. It makes sense though. Even like the arrows toward the end, oh, it's perfect.
They have like on Etsy they have like ones of like Gojo and like Asterion and like a tons of like different characters. So I'm like
that one just hits harder though. Like I feel like
because like I'm like obsessed with it right now.
Yeah. Lelaine decided to go shopping while we were working for her, and she got this print.
Don't say it like that.
She was like, I'm gonna go shopping, you servants do some work. That's what she got, guys. I actually do like it, as much as I'm not like the biggest JoJo head right now. But I do love Jonathan and Joseph. Wait, yeah, Joseph. And I know I'll like Josuke?
Josuke.
I know I'll like him. But I haven't gotten there yet.
He's in this part right now.
I'm in that part. But I've been in that part since in the 90s when I read the manga. So like that doesn't even count. I'm a cheater. I'm feeling slightly bored, so I'm gonna bug with the camera. We're not doing anything. There's a lot of people around, but nothing's really happening right now.
Yeah, a lot of people looking, and we were talking about how they don't have like conversation. They're just like buying.
And you all know I love to talk.
Yes.
And we're not getting to talk that much. It's like, hey, can I have that? And then they leave. And it's like, oh, well, thanks for the money, but
I mean,
let's say, hey.
come on.
Well, I mean, the money's important. We need the money to survive. But, you know, it's like, I like talking. I want to talk about some fandoms, and no one's really doing that. I'm getting small spurts of conversation.
Yeah.
But that's it.
But, like, it's kind of like go, go, go.
Yeah, it feels go, go, go. Like you would think I'm in New York or something, but we're in North Carolina. I don't know. Okay.
Good evening. As I'm standing here, I'm being coated in murky mud water. As I'm joined by Iron Patch, as we lament my sins and realize this is no one at the show's fault. I am not mad at anyone. I am, however, getting drizzled on like a dog left outside the gas station.
Mother Nature's fault.
Listen,
We're on the news.
People here, it's because we're fucking.
I blame every Floridian.
I'm not
Everyone go post photos of me
I'm not from
and say
Florida.
blame that guy. I am Florida.
It's a flash flood warning. We had to move stuff, and we did a news report, and we're still here after it closed because there was water dripping from the ceiling. Because Artist Alley is down below when everything's upstairs. We're leaving now. Oh my God, you're right.
I thought you were like waving at me for a second.
He doesn't care about you.
I'm waving at the camera.
He's waving at the camera.
I'm gonna be famous.
He's gonna be famous.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yes. It's Sunday morning. Oh, I gotta work on my hair a little bit. But it's Sunday morning. I decided to look a little cute today. I don't know. Yesterday was a decent day for Lane. For me, it was whatever. I don't have all my stuff. I have like 5% of my stuff, so I really can't talk about how the show was. But I can see it from everyone else's like side of how well they did. You know, a lot of people did pretty good. It was a bit slow at some moments. It was like, why is it so slow at 3 in the afternoon or 2 in the afternoon? It made no sense. But yeah, so today, last day, it only goes till 3 p.m., 10 to 3. And I was abandoned in this car because Lane wants to go get Starbucks. And I don't really care for coffee or Starbucks. So I was abandoned here. I don't know what I'm going to do to survive. I don't know how long they're going to be. Sometimes it takes a long time. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared for my life. But yeah, no, I thought I'd come in here and say hello, give a little check-in Sunday morning for a coffee run. And I don't know. I don't know what else there is to say. Besides, I hope today goes well for everyone. I hope I can make a little money because I have expenses and stuff. And my next show is in Boston, and that's a long drive. And I gotta pay for a place to stay and things. So we shall see how this, goes. I had something else I wanted to say, but now I can't remember. This is why you should always jot down notes, which I usually do at home, but we're not there. What was I gonna say? While we were at this con, I did see on social media that Noragami is gonna get a season 3. And to all those people that argue with me that said, oh, it's never going to happen. And I said, no, it could happen. There are animes that take a long time to announce another season. I had a bunch of examples that I told them, which now are escaping me. But, I mean, look at Attack on Titan. It took a while to get a new season. Bleach came back with the final season after like 9 years. Lupin the Third always comes back with something like 8 years apart. There's series that come back. So Noragami season 3 is happening. Well, apparently. It seems like it's happening. It seems like it was confirmed. But if you didn't know, you should go look it up. And if by the time I post this, something's been verified that it's not happening, please put it in the comments so you can say, Ivan, you're an idiot. You're wrong. There's no season 3. But I saw it, and a bunch of other people were sharing it. So I know I want to make some art for Noragami now, because I only have like one tiny print. So if another season's coming, this warrants me to make more. So, but yesterday after the con, we kind of just picked up food and went back to the hotel to have a low-key kind of night. I know in a lot of my vlogs, it seems like we always go out and like have a celebration or whatever. But sometimes we're very tired, and it's not the same as it is when attendees go to a con. So a lot of times, if attendees have the whole weekend badge, they might not even come, early on one of the days to sleep in and stuff, and then that way when the con ends for the vendors and artists, they still have late night events. And there were a bunch actually that we saw that was happening yesterday, but we were just so tired and burnt out from everything, and we need to go get food, and then come back after you pick up food to pay for parking again. That's it's an expense we don't want to pay. So my Evangelions have been doing very well over here on the side of her table. I only have one left of each of them. Frieren's doing good too, but I also printed a ton of those.
Is this my chance to record?
What?
No, I said, is this my chance to record?
I guess it is. We left the show. We packed up and we left, guys. I didn't record it because a lot of people needed help, and we needed to get out of there by 4:30. Ended at 3, and they were like, "Get out by 4:30, hurry up!" So I helped them unload, pack up, and then we had to help our other friends pack up, and then we had to wait in a long line to get the elevator. There was just a lot going on. Then staying in the heat because we didn't want to drag everything and do multiple trips. We had to wait. There was a lot going on. So now we're at a comic book store here in Raleigh called Ultimate Comics, I think. What's it called? I don't know if you can see it. I'll show you in a little bit in a second. But yeah, we're gonna do that because we're not heading home today, so we have a little bit of time to kill.
Thank God we're not.
We've returned from Raleigh, North Carolina. I did not record much of the drive. I was exhausted and sleepy, and we had a car stuffed with all the, con stuff. And I didn't have all my things, but, I had a few things in Lillian's car. Either way, it was stuffed. I didn't record it. I don't think you care to see that anyway. And now that I look at myself here in the camera, I'm a little too scruffy. I feel a little too homebody right now to be recording. But if I don't record this now, I might forget. This con was more about me like attending. I mean, I was there helping Lillian at her table, and I did have a few art prints up, but it really wasn't my table. It wasn't really my con. I went more of like a helping out and maybe have a little fun, which I did. Animazement in Raleigh was actually really fun. I enjoyed it a lot. We did have a few hiccups, like, the weather and some leaking, and they didn't give enough badges, I guess. They give 2 chairs per table, but 1 art badge. I don't get why 2 chairs if you're only giving 1 badge, I guess. But regardless, the person next to us let us have her extra chair, so that was okay. And we ended up figuring out the badge thing. But all in all, the show was pretty good from what I can tell. For Lillian, I think it was pretty good. And from what I've seen from other artists who I was talking to and some other friends who traveled up there also, they said it was a pretty good show. So I think if I'm able to get a table next year, I definitely think I'll go. I do have a con that's very far away in the coming weeks. I have a Fan Expo Boston, so I really didn't want to spend a bunch of money on buying things, as much as I did find a lot of great art and a bunch of artists that I follow on Instagram and on YouTube myself who vlog also. I saw a lot of their tables, but unfortunately their proxies were there, so I couldn't really get to meet them or anything, but it was still a good time. I think one nice thing that kept happening to Lillian and I is that I guess we were meeting people who watch, the videos here, who watch our YouTubes, and they said they watched both of ours, which was really cool. I mean, I know we cross over in each other's vlogs a lot because we usually do a lot of the same cons. We like to record each other. So that was really nice. It was more so for me. I feel like I'm not saying she's not enjoying it or excited about it. I'm sure absolutely she is, but it's a little more surprising for me because I don't get as many views as she does, which is fine. I appreciate the people who do watch. You guys really make my day when you tell me that you watch. And some of you have told me that, like, you enjoy the way I record and what I say and everything like that. So I really do appreciate that. I don't know, it was nice to hear, especially because they didn't know I had a table there. So they would be talking to the lane and then I would just walk up. Or I was just kind of walking through the aisles and someone would stop me and say it. And it was surprising. And I guess, I don't know, it was a little humbling. But there were a lot of great artists. The one thing I did really like was there was a lot of variety. I feel like there wasn't a ton of artists in Artist Alley, which honestly is kind of good. It sounds really terrible to say that, but there wasn't, hundreds of artists there. There were a nice, good selection. And honestly, everyone's art was very different, which I don't really see that often. No offense to anyone's art. I mean, everyone does the thing that they love to do. But sometimes, in Artist Alley, you can kind of blend in with everyone else. And I didn't really feel that at this con. Everyone's art was pretty much like in your face, very different, very bold, very like, I felt a little overstimulated, if I'm being honest, but it was really cool to see all the different art styles and everything. Like I was very, very surprised, but I'm very happy actually. And considering I only had a little bit of stuff there, I think I did pretty well. And Sunday came by, and Sunday was kind of just like a lax day. It was only 10 to 3. And honestly, I kind of treated it as hanging out. I just went back and forth between my friends' tables and kind of just like hung out and got to meet some people, joined in on some conversations. And I sold a few things and that was cool, but I was I wasn't really too concerned about it, I guess. Afterwards, when we were done packing up and we helped our other friends pack up a little bit, we went to a local comic book store that was by our hotel and met a couple of really nice employees who work there. They're very sweet, and they told us a bunch of different comics maybe to try out and just kind of how their business is. Because I always get a little weird I get a little cautious when I go into comic book stores sometimes. In my experience, I've had a lot of people who try to do the whole know-it-all thing, and you know, they act like you're new to comics or something, and they want to tell you everything that you already know. That's just my experience. Not saying it's everyone's, but a lot of the times I don't really like going in because I kind of get that lectured, talked to kind of thing. But while I was there was a great deal on manga, especially a bunch of titles that I've never seen at other stores. I look for these titles all the time, and I don't want to get them online because every time I do, they come in a little bent or frayed or whatever, and I hate that. So I saw that Saturday AM. I don't know if any of you know who this is, but like it's like they're a publisher, and they do a lot of diverse manga inspired comics, and they are local to North Carolina. So I had to pick up the first volume of Clock Striker. You should definitely check it out. I also picked up, I don't remember how to say it, so I'm gonna struggle a little bit. It's Gachi Akuta, I think it was called. I know it's been all over TikTok and things like that, and it hasn't really been talked about here in the US too much. I keep seeing more of a conversation for it in South America and over there in the UK, or in Europe, I should say. And I picked up Heart Gear, which I've really been wanting to check this out. The art is really sick inside. Like it's very nice. You definitely check it out. And then I had to pick up the first volume of Windbreaker. I have been going to all the bookstores that are near me or that I know of that are here in Orlando, Books A Million, wherever there's a Barnes & Noble, and I have not found any of the volumes of Windbreaker, so I had to pick these up. So it was a great deal of manga there, so I kind of had to pick them up since I never get to see these titles anywhere. So, but yeah, all in all, it was actually a really fun weekend. We got to explore a little bit, and the drive I could do without, but can't always fly. And I know with my stuff, if I ever do have a table there, or places that are tables at cons that are far, it's kind of hard for me to fly, so I kind of have to force myself to drive. But yeah, I didn't drive this time. I only drove to Elaine's house, and she drove the rest of the way. And even that was a little too much. The 7-hour drive in her car was a little tough with all the stuff in it, but we made it through. It's not that big a deal. I hope this was somewhat informative, even though this was kind of like an attending con, but it is what it is. I recorded what I could record. So I do have new shows coming up. I do have about a 2-week break in between this and my next show, which is very grateful for. I haven't been home much, and I do have a lot of work to do because I have some new prints to make and stuff like that. But my next show is, like I said earlier, it's Fan Expo Boston. It's going to be a long drive. My husband will be coming with me. I have a lot of work to finish for that, and probably a lot of expenses for that. That's not the part I'm excited about. But I've never been to Boston, so we'll see if they can tolerate me and my sometimes New Yorkness that comes out, apparently. But either way, thank you all for watching. And if you don't follow my socials, please do. They're down there. My Instagram, things like that. I post everything on there and as it's happening. But yeah, so I'll check you guys out, or I'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks for watching.